Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I am simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, it's wonderful to have you, and if you are a returning viewer, so just getting organised, thank you for coming back and spending some more time with me today. So this is my weekly Flosstube update where I share with you the projects I have worked on over the last 7 days. I've worked on 5 projects this week and I've got in a total of 11,600 stitches, which I am more than happy with. So yeah, 5 projects and lots to talk about today. Firstly, if you are not subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Just be aware, if you are viewing this video and you believe you are subscribed, just double check please, because YouTube are doing the adding a subscriber take a couple away kind of thing again. And you know, my numbers are just kind of like, you know, from last week hitting 3,000 subscribers. I'm still over 3,000, but I'm actually down than what I was this time last week. It's just really weird. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, so I'm going to share with you the projects that I've worked on over the last 7 days, plus also let you know what's going to happen this week. First of all, I've worked on the Realm of Middle-earth map. So this is my Tilton Crafts piece. This was the first project and it was out on a stitch with me last week. So there you go, Realm of Middle-earth map. Tilton Crafts, she did re-release it, a limited run recently, so if you managed to nab one of those, I am thoroughly enjoying stitching on it. So what did I do on the Realm of Middle-earth map? Well, I put in 1,000 stitches. I stitched 1/1 full cross on some 25 count, and it's creeping up 35.47 to 35.59%. So it's just some more filling in, you know, and I'm just keeping plugging away with this, just little and often, and it is building. Obviously we're into a big confetti area again, but yeah, happy enough with that, with the progress. 1,000 stitches in, 1,000 good stitches. So the next piece I worked on was also out on a chatty stitch with me this time, and that's Pandora. This is artwork by Marta Darlig, and again charted by Heaven, oh rather not again, and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So this one is also out for my October Spooktober stitching, and it gets 100 stitches a day for that. So this week it's actually had 700 stitches, 100 in daily stitches, plus rotation stitches of 1,000. So we've had 1,700 stitches. This project I'm doing everything aside from the black first. So the black will be filled in last because it's more than half of the stitching is 310. So I figured it'd be nice to do everything else and then just come in and fill in the black. Stitch 1/1 full cross on some 25 counts, and it's gone from 2.39 to 3.08%. It's not had any of this week's stitches on it. So filled in a bit more of a right, and you know, the top of the head there. And like I said last week, looks like a very, very angry red, but I'm trusting the process because I know from doing Avarice that this will look wonderful in the end. I'm kind of tempted to fill in the black on her eyes and then the facial area, just so that I can see that in full. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, she'll get 700 stitches this week, 100 a day, to keep on track with the Spooktober. If you are in my Facebook group, go ahead and have a look on the Sal's link, the events tab, and you'll see all of the stitch alongs that we have done. So next piece I worked on was a Geckorouge kit. This is Night Orange London. It's by Sophie Kilpatrick, charting kits from Geckorouge. One of my earliest new starts, I think probably my first or maybe second new start of 2025. Remember stitching this one on my birthday in Chester. So Night Orange London. So because I wasn't on camera with this one this week, I've done some mapping and worked in the mapping. 1/1 full cross, 25 count. So the buildings were there before, so as you see here, I've started to do some mapping and working in this background. I know that everything in here is this colour, so I'll just be able to stitch that in next time it comes out, unless it's on a stitch with me. When it's on a stitch with me, I'll work on something interesting. But yeah, 1/1 full cross, 25 count, 1000 stitches, 7.76 to 8.57%. I'm just going to take it out of its frame so it can go away. I'll give you a quick show of it actually, if it's out of its frame. So there we go. We've pretty much had all of it in there. But this is the right hand side. So this is as far to the right as it will go. So there we go. So that is Night Orange London, and I've forgotten to bring my bags over. Do them in a minute. Okay. So the next piece I worked on was my Sunday stitch. So if you join me for my live stream on Sunday evening, I was working on this piece, and this is Summer Sun. Artwork is by Leslie Dean Mackenzie, and again charted and kitted by Geckorouge. And I had an absolute blast stitching this on Sunday. I really did enjoy it. Let me take it out of its frame because I've moved the frame up. I got in 1700 stitches through the day. 1/1 full cross, 25 count. This one has moved and its milestone reached on this 8.96 to 10.49% on those 1700 stitches, which I am really pleased with. Okay, come on, there we go. Oh, caught the thread in. Okay, so as you can see, I've worked in a lump more trees and this green section, greens and yellows actually, in this section underneath, and obviously carried on working on the background as well. So it's looking super. I'm really, really happy with how this one is coming out. It just is lovely. It's block stitching, but the blends are so well done in the pattern. You know, there's no jarring in it. You know, like sometimes you can really see the blending. Not in this one. The colours are just superb. So that is my Summer Sun, now going away until next rotation, so it might be about 5 or 6 weeks before we see that. Okay, last one that I worked on is my current focus for a finish, which is this one. This is Witchy Cat, and again a chart and kit from Geckorouge. It was a Halloween special a couple of years ago, and yeah, I'm busy stitching away on it. This one will be finished this week, so I will be doing a live stream on Wednesday and it will be finished. So as of Sunday night, let me just open up my spreadsheet because Stitch Pal's on my phone, which I'm recording on. So as of Sunday night, I had completed 35,700 out of the 39,978. In fact, I think I probably completed a bit more than that because I did 300 stitches on it on Sunday, which I didn't log. But anyway, I got around 4,000 stitches left on Sunday night. It's out in rotation for rotation stitches today, and of course today, the rest of the day I will also work on it, the remaining stitch time, and tomorrow again I will work on it. So by hook or by crook, this is getting finished on Wednesday night's stream. I have some block filling in to do on the moon. The other portion of the moon is complete. If you're in my Facebook group, you'll have seen that. And then I just have to give the cat her face. A little bit here of the collar to do. So I'm going to finish the moon, work on the collar, finish the hat and work on the face. I just did film a stitch with me with this morning as well for release later this week. So you get to see it retrospective. But yeah, 1/1 full cross 25 count, and this week this one has had 6,200 stitches, so it's gone from 74.79 to 90.3%. So we're into the final 10%. Okay, so when I have a finish, I tend to have a new start. Well, when I finish 2, I have a new start, and I have finished 2 now because I finished the Christmas cat a little while ago. So usually the following week, the week after my finish, I would spin for my new start. However, I'm not going to do that this time because I've picked my new start. So the reason why is I'm going to a retreat this weekend, and the pieces that are coming up in rotation would be difficult to take to a retreat because I'd need my master set. And even into next week, the pieces would be difficult to take to retreat because they're not kitted pieces. So I figured I would take Unicorn as a secondary stitch because Unicorn, once Witchy Cat is done, becomes the focus for a finish. However, I've made a decision about my next new start. I will be starting it for the Chatty Stitch with me this week, so you'll see it on the Chatty Stitch with me. I will work on it during the retreat, and of course it will be my Sunday night stream stitch as well. The reason why I've picked this particular one is, I'll come to the reasons in a minute, but what I want to say is, I said about having my next batch of new starts on a brand new list so I can finish the existing projects before new starts. I still plan on doing that, so this one will form the first one of the new list because I won't get another finish this year, I don't think. To get another finish this year, it would be Unicorn and then B, and I'd have to do about 100,000 stitches as well as my usual rotation stuff. That's not happening. So as a final finish for this year being Witchy Cat, so the final new start is this piece. It will start a brand new list because I do want to finish the current projects, the 20 odd projects that I've got, 24 projects that I've got. This one will maybe finish before some of my 20 odd projects are finished, and that's fine because I've worked out it could take about 60 days of rotation stitching. I've picked this one because it's from you guys. You guys were very kind to me at my birthday this year. It was my 50th birthday, it's my 50th year. So I think it's only fitting that I do start this project this year. So I am going to start All Is Vanity. So this will be started tomorrow. As you're watching this on Tuesday, it will start on Wednesday on the Stitch with me, and I will be taking it to the retreat. So it's a Paine Free Crafts kit, but it's by Scarlet Quince. It is 59,100 stitches, and I have switched out the fabric in the kit. There are 14 colours, but some of them will be blends. But I've switched out the fabric for some 16 count fabric so I can stitch this with 2 strands. I probably will have to add some thread, not a problem. But yeah, so I thought I would start this one. So it's a special year for me, my 50th year. It's from you guys, and this starts the fresh start, the new list for next year, or for the the next batch of finishes, should I say. So that's my plan. So this week in plan, Witchy Cat is rotation stitches for today and tomorrow, and of course it will be finished on the live stream. Then I have 2 other pieces that are ode rotation stitches, because I will start All Is Vanity, so that will be the Chatty Stitch with me and Sunday Stitch live stream piece. So Rivendell is due to come out for some rotation stitches, and Envy is due to come out for some rotation stitches. So what I will be doing is Rivendell and Envy. I will be completing those stitches. So my plan is today and tomorrow it's Witchy Cat. Get to about 300 stitches for just under 400 stitches left for the live stream on Wednesday. Wednesday morning, new start. All is vanity. I need to get it to 1,000 stitches for its rotation new start. Or I'd like to get it to 1,000 stitches. So Rivendell, hopefully I will pick that up on Thursday, and Envy hopefully will be picked up on Friday. If I get any spare stitch time, may do, may not. Unicorn then gets bumped up into that focus for a finish spot. So Unicorn will start to get more stitches. For the stats for Unicorn, it's a total of 50,447 stitches, and I've currently done, is that right? Let me just check. Unicorn. I've done 5,300. So I have got 45,147 to go. 5,300. Yeah, 45,147 stitches left. Whether that'll be finished this year, I really don't know, because I've kind of gone like the clappers on some of my other finishes. But I do want to get some more stitches, extra stitches, spare stitches into Night Cafe. So after this weekend, I am going to be strictly putting spare stitch Saturdays Night Cafe. Even if it's 1,000 stitches and that's it, I need to put something in it every weekend to get to my at least 12% by the end of the year. I can definitely see me managing that. It's just a case of balance, and I don't need to go as fast as I am. You know, I think that's, you know, one thing I kind of need to tell myself, that I actually don't need to go quite this fast. But there we go. So that's my plans for this week. So weekend I will be at the retreat. There will still be a live stream on Sunday, and there'll still be the videos out as planned. That will not change. In terms of videos as planned, I do apologise for anybody that was expecting to see my Thursday stitch with me last week on Thursday. It was released on Friday instead, because there was a minor mix-up with the video files and he sent me the wrong one. And I didn't realise until, excuse me, I was uploading it ready for, 1 second. Thank you. I didn't realise until I was uploading it ready for, I still sound like I've got gravel in my throat, until I was uploading it ready for release on Thursday night. I'll get there in the end. So Andy had to reprocess the video, and it actually took nearly 3 hours to reprocess it for some reason. To process it. I don't know why. So by the time that he'd sent the file to me, it was 6:30 when I wanted to release it. So by the time we reprocessed it and sent it over, it was nearly 10 o'clock. So there was no way that video was going to come out on Thursday. So I just released it on Friday instead. So if you did miss it and you want to see it, just go back through my list. What else? So yes, the videos will be coming out this week as usual. One on Thursday, one on Saturday. Even though I'm at retreat, live stream on Wednesday for the finish of Witchy Cat. Live stream on Sunday will have All Is Vanity. What else was I going to say? There was something more. Oh yes, last week's Flosstube. So last week in my Flosstube video, I announced a giveaway. So I will be giving away a chart from either Paine Free Crafts or Heaven and Earth Designs. To be in with a chance, you must go back and watch that Flosstube and make a comment on that Flosstube with the keyword. So 1 entry per person, Please be age 18, please be a subscriber to the channel, and I will be closing it next Monday on the 20th. So no more entries will be accepted after Monday the 20th, UK time. So next week's Flosstube will actually be filmed on the Tuesday because I'm an office day on Monday for a change. So it gives me the opportunity to give you all of this week and all of Monday, and then on Tuesday when I film my Flosstube I will pick the winner. There have been a huge number of comments, a really large number of comments, so thank you very much indeed, guys. But if you haven't entered and you do want the opportunity to win a free chart, go back to my last Flosstube and watch it and follow the instruction for that. Please don't use words like giveaway, freebie, winner, or anything like that in your comment. Just use, please, the keyword that I asked for. I think that's it. It's very quiet here today. Andy's at work, Hannah's gone out, Lauren's at college, so it's lovely and peaceful. I'm back at work today. After I had a haircut last week as well. Back at work today, and I'm counting down the hours to stitch clock. I will be quite honest. This is sticking up here though. Yeah. There was something else I was going to mention, but it's gone. I really need to write things down, don't I? I do tend to write things down, but I just forget them. So I'm going to put my book down. If you have mentioned me this week, thank you very much indeed for that. I haven't been doing a lot of Flosstube this week. There's been a few other bits I've been wanting to watch on the internet. So unfortunately, Flossstube's taken a bit of a hit. But if I have been mentioned, thank you very much. That was what I wanted to say. Weight loss last week, went to weight loss on Thursday, and I've maintained. So again, I'm happy with that. It's not a gain, I'm quite happy. So I'm just keep trucking along. But I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure that's everything. If it isn't, editing Nicola will be dropping in, but I doubt. I don't think I've missed anything. But yeah, so all that's left to say is thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Thank you for doing all of the good stuff. So if you're not subscribed, please do so. Click on the drop down and select all. You'll be notified every time I upload a video. Again, please give this video a thumbs up. I release Flosstube on a Tuesday, Stitch with me Thursdays and Saturdays, and I live stream at 7:30 p.m. UK time, Sundays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays is always my focus for a finish, and Sundays is usually my Sunday stitch, unless I've had a new start, which I will be doing this week. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Do take care, happy stitching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.